People often believe English speaking problems start before the first word. In reality, many problems begin after the sentence has already started. A person begins speaking with confidence. The opening sounds natural. The listener understands. Then, something shifts. The speaker hesitates. The rhythm changes. The sentence loses direction. This moment is familiar to many learners. It feels like English suddenly becomes unreliable. This does not happen because the speaker lacks vocabulary. It does not happen because of grammar. It happens because the sentence is being managed too heavily. Spoken language does not tolerate heavy management. In everyday speech, sentences are not built in advance. They're assembled while moving forward. When learners try to hold the full sentence in their mind, pressure increases. That pressure interrupts flow. Flow interruption is what causes the breakdown. Native speakers rarely experience this problem, not because they are better thinkers, but because they think differently during speech. They allow sentences to remain unfinished until they are spoken. Learners try to finish sentences before they exist. That difference explains most mid-sentence failures. Speech works best when only the next part is required. Holding the entire idea at once overloads attention. Imagine carrying a long object through a narrow space. Trying to hold all of it at once makes movement difficult. Carrying it piece by piece allows progress. Spoken English works the same way. When a sentence begins, only the next phrase matters. The ending does not need protection. The structure does not need certainty. Protection creates delay. Delay attracts self-monitoring. Self-monitoring disrupts timing. Timing matters more than accuracy in spoken interaction. Listeners do not expect perfection, they expect continuity. Continuity signals competence. Silence signals difficulty. This explains why short, imperfect sentences often sound more fluent than long, careful ones. Many learners believe stopping is safer than continuing. In conversation, stopping increases attention. Attention increases pressure. Continuing, even imperfectly, reduces pressure. Speech stabilizes through movement, not planning. When a sentence begins to weaken, there are several natural ways to keep it alive. Reducing complexity helps, changing direction helps, using simple linking sounds helps. These are not mistakes, they are structural tools used by fluent speakers constantly. Real conversations are full of restarts, adjustments, and simplifications. Clean sentences are rare outside of prepared speech. Fluency is not the absence of correction. Fluency is the ability to correct without stopping. This ability develops through experience, not instruction. Shadowing helps because it removes responsibility for content. The speaker follows rhythm and timing without decision-making. That experience teaches the nervous system that continuation is safe. Later, during real conversation, the same mechanism applies. The voice moves before the mind finishes evaluating. Movement reduces hesitation. Confidence appears as a result, not a prerequisite. Many learners wait for confidence before speaking. Fluent speakers gain confidence by speaking before certainty. The order matters. Speaking does not require readiness. Readiness develops through speaking. The most effective shift a learner can make is simple. Instead of asking whether a sentence is correct, attention moves to whether the sentence is moving. Movement keeps access open. Stopping closes it. English does not disappear. Access narrows. Access returns when movement resumes. This explains why learners often remember the correct words only after the conversation ends. Pressure disappears, access returns. The issue was never knowledge, it was timing. Speech happens in time, not in thought. Thought can pause, speech cannot.
Once this difference is understood, frustration decreases, speaking becomes lighter, recovery becomes faster. The goal is not to speak beautifully. The goal is to remain present inside the sentence. Presence keeps language available. Tomorrow, this idea can be expanded further by looking at how longer sentences are sustained in real conversation without memorization or planning. For today, one principle is enough. English survives when it keeps moving.